Hey, rock stars. Welcome to the Team Sizzle. Today is the 14th of April, which means a couple of things. One, you need to make sure you've checked in your back office that your rank in your power of three is still where it needs to be for you to get paid before they run commissions. So make sure that you do that right away. Um, there's a lot going on. So tonight I just wanted to talk about your takeaways from leadership. I wanted to talk about the new adaptive app, see who's played with that, and then we can go from there. So who was able to jump on leadership? Yeah, awesome. So let's just take turns sharing a takeaway, if you guys will. Obviously, the new adaptive information is awesome. Let me make sure she's muted. Who wants to share first? Who wants to share a leadership takeaway? I hope all of you will, but who wants to go first?
Well, I'm excited about expanding some of the different lines
Mm-hmm.
that we've got, especially I think the household stuff, the lifestyle kinds of things. I think that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I'll let somebody else talk about adaptive.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. I think that's going to be huge.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go next. I mean, you, Chrissy. You just popped on. We're talking about leadership. Your leadership takeaway from what you tuned into, if you were able to tune in. Share with us one thing that you learned or a takeaway you're excited about.
Hi, it's
Hey.
Terry.
Hey.
I'm really excited about the adaptive and the expansion of it. I actually played with the app a little bit tonight, and the meditation portions are really interesting for me.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. Has everyone been able to download it so far? Yeah, you guys have it? I don't know if you guys have ever used an app like, the Calm app or something similar, but when they first said we have this app, I was like, oh, okay. But you know what? They've put a lot of time and effort and money into this app. It's really well done, and it's really going to help a lot of people. I'm really excited about it. So make sure you grab it. If you haven't already, you can just go to doterra.com, and it's the first thing that you'll see when you get there.
For the healthcare workers, that they're doing the 90-day trial, when you call, it has a recording with the link to the application to get it. But when you go to the link, it doesn't work. Any thoughts on that? Or has anyone tried that, or does anyone have a link that works that they can?
Well, since you've had to pay through the back office, I wonder if because it links, when you log in, I wonder if they have if you got on the chat, if they could give you a promo code or something.
They actually send you an email. I called in yesterday, and the first guy I got, he didn't seem too knowledgeable, but he put me on hold for a second, and he sent me an email. In the email, there was a link for the request. I submitted the link for the request, and I got kind of nervous. I'm like, I didn't hear anything. But when I got off work tonight, there was a link saying, yeah, go ahead and link it, log in, and then link it to your doTERRA account, and I am in. And the meditation portion actually really helped.
So that's when you call, there's a recording basically saying if you're calling to get this, go to doTERRA .usa or /USA/ en / adaptive app COVID or something offer. Like, it's a super long thing. We listened to it a couple times, typed it out, and there's just like an error message.
Yeah, I did that and it didn't work. So I actually had talked to a rep. If you want, I can try to, Kelly, I can send you my email and see if the link in there works for you as well.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, seeing if I can get on there.
You want me to tell you what it was?
Yeah, didn't you say it was Adaptive App COVID?
It was it may take me a minute to find it, but it was like adaptive.
I'll look too and see if I can find it for you, but I just, oh, right here. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to put it in the chat.
Oh, you found it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you copy that?
I should be able to.
I can send it to you on Messenger when we get off too, if that's easier. But yeah, that's the request for the 90-day free access.
And that's for healthcare workers,
Right.
and
Yeah.
workers and
It's
unemployed.
It's like thank you health heroes is what they're calling it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so
The link is broken. I just tried it.
I'm on it right now. I just put it in the chat. Did you try that one?
Oh, I
Mhm.
didn't have the underscore US after EN in mine.
Oh, so on the doTERRA website, I just put in the search adaptive app COVID, and then I clicked on other, and it's the first thing that showed up.
Okay.
And that's the link. I just copied the link. I'm on it. So that's weird that Crystal can't.
Yeah, no, I believe. Yeah, I think I put adaptive app like healthcare worker or something, and I didn't get anything. So I figured it would come up on this call today, and I wasn't gonna worry about it too much.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, let me know if you can't get it, and I'll help you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm super stoked about this. I think it's just another tool in our tool belt to be able to offer to people, and another tool for us to use because I mean we all need this, right? Cool. So who else wants to share something they liked about leadership? It doesn't necessarily have to be about the live. Does anyone have a takeaway from one of the on-demand or something else?
I have a question, and I don't know if this is
I'm a dummy. How do you get to?
What's your question, Kelly?
And I don't know if this is appropriate, but I know everyone's getting their stimulus checks. I've had a lot of people that have said they can't afford it, but I also see they're buying like Nintendo Switches and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering how, like, a good way to approach people that I've talked to that have you guys thought about this at all without being like, hey, you got your COVID check? Like,
Yeah, let's get some oils. Let's restock those essential oils. Absolutely.
but you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, a lot of people, that's been their thing is I can't afford it. But, and like, they're like, you see them posting on Facebook, like, oh, I got this, I got my check. I need to find a Nintendo Switch. And I'm like, what? Like,
Dang.
no? Okay, must just feel it.
No, I think definitely that's something to think about, right? As we transition into this, there's been a lot of shifts in people's lives, but we can see from volume this last month was actually pretty high. So what is that going to translate into this month, right? So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, just compare your numbers from where you are now to last time this month. I don't know. I mean, I think that's something that we're going to have to be mindful of over the next several months, right? So it probably is going to be less this month than the coming month. So I would definitely be strategic about that.
Yeah.
And people, it's like tax returns, right? Like they're going to get that Nintendo Switch.
I know it's about value and where they're placing their value.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
Absolutely.
So I am high the on demand. How do you find those?
You just log in on the doTERRA Live.
I did that. Didn't see any on demand.
I can send you the link. You
So you went to the session that had the live Monday session, right, Iris?
No, I couldn't get on, so I listened to it today.
Oh, well, when you log in to the live stream, it'll say sessions, and you
Yes.
click on the date,
Yes.
and there are 4 different sessions, and like
Yes.
the Monday session had all the adaptive, and if you just scroll that screen up, you will see all of the on-demand stuff right there on that same page. Does that make sense?
I didn't see it. I'll have to
Well,
look
you
at
have
it.
to move your screen up and roll it
Yeah.
past the, yeah.
I just put the link to log in to the Leadership Live. So you'll do that. You'll log in.
I've got that, and I got in.
Do you want to share your screen and we can walk you through it?
Oh,
I'll help you tomorrow if you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
just
I can't find it, I'll give you a message.
ring me.
Nancy, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome. So did you guys see the new enrollment kit flyer? Yeah, I'm super stoked about that with the adaptive enrollment kit. I'll post that in Rockstars as well in the files section. You want to make sure to have that option for everyone.
Do we think there may be a free option for the adaptive app at some point, and then have like the premium part where they have to pay for it, or is it going to be the paid 75 premium from this point on? Because I've already had people say $75 for an app ain't no way. So, I was hoping I could say, well, that's going to be the premium one, which has all like the updates, and we're going to have this other version, but I'm not going to offer that if it's not something that may happen at some point.
So I'll have to look at this, but I believe when you enroll with the adaptive kit, you get, is it 30 days? Does somebody know on that?
I don't know, but even if you just get the adaptive capsules, I think you can get it for like $5 more or something, or like $4 more. You get the app. So if you really need to stretch it out, you can do I think you can do your monthly adaptive capsules and get the app.
Oh, it's 1 year. So the adaptive enrollment kit is $150, 120 PV, and it includes a 1 year adaptive app premium access.
So my question with that, and I'm not sure if you guys know yet, but is that we can buy enrollment kits anytime. So if I buy an enrollment kit, does that count? Or does it have to be a new enrollment?
I think that has to be a new enrollment. That's like a new enrollment kit, not like an LRP kit. But you can, I'm just on doTERRA's website. Let me see. And if you just type in adaptive app, that's actually coming up in a lot of different ways now than it wasn't earlier. So I don't know what else they'll roll out for this or give us an opportunity to. I haven't heard that they're doing any kind of special or anything. Just they're calling it the premium access. Now the app you can still download. You just can't access all the content unless you upgrade the app. So they can still download the app. I don't know if any of you did that when you got the app. You probably just downloaded it, right? And logged in. You didn't pay for it. So you probably right now just have the free version. But once you start scrolling through the videos and the content, it'll say you need to upgrade it. So they could download it.
I thought someone was saying you got the premium trial for a week and then you had to pay for. No, I don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then you'll have a bump to pay for. Just like the Calm app. I've used that before and I actually really like it. So good question. Any other questions around the app or the new adaptive kit?
No, but it's letting me put an adaptive enrollment kit in my cart.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
Cool. Are you logged in?
I'm logged in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, what else you guys have? What's going on? It's the 15th tomorrow. That's an exciting time in our lives. Is everyone feeling like this COVID thing? Like, can we get back to regular life? Like it was fun for like 5 minutes, but now I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah,
Has anybody had anybody die of COVID yet?
yeah. We've had somebody in our community.
Mhm.
Yeah. Super sad. Super sad.
Did you know them, Kens?
I didn't, but it was a super sad situation where they were actually, just like the rest of us, joking about all the funny things on COVID a few weeks ago. And then her husband got sick and she took him to the hospital and they wouldn't test him because he didn't have all the signs. And then he was still sick. So she took him to a different hospital and he was admitted and they called her and let her come and say goodbye to him. And he didn't die for 11 more days. He was just in the hospital alone. It was such a sad situation.
I just had a Dana professor, my college professor, that I went back to Dana as the assistant to the dean, and so we got to be really good friends. And he got it from his nursing home
Oh,
and died on Sunday after, like you said, they came and, well, they couldn't even come and say goodbye. They had to say goodbye on the telephone. And then he
sad.
lasted for another week.
Very sad situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know. It's interesting today here in Utah. The governor told us our kids are done for school finally for the rest of the year. But in my county, they reopened the gyms. Like,
What?
interesting. I will not be going. So,
Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
My son and husband went to a blood drive, and one of the workers drawing blood had later tested positive for COVID. So we've been quarantined for 14 days and no signs. And the healthcare provider was wearing a mask, so they thought that the exposure was small to slight, but they were from Grand Island, came up to Atkinson, and we were pretty nervous for a while. We're checking fevers, 4 fevers, and it's scary.
It's really scary. That's super scary. Has it been 14 days now?
Yep.
Good. Wild. What else you guys have going on this week? Anybody have any online classes are rocking out this week? One-on-ones? Anybody doing a text blitz?
I'm texting 20 people a day in like Facebook, all my friends and like the people in our group. And I have a class on Thursday night, just a Facebook class. And I can't stop coughing, so hopefully it'll stop. I can't tell if it's allergies or what. I feel mostly fine, but right there.
Get some tea tree. Just start shooting it.
I got everything.
Yeah.
Do that respiratory SOC a couple times a day.
Yeah, I did Symphony SLs. I've done Melissa. I've done tea tree. I've done lemon eucalyptus and breathe and rosemary and cinnamon and lemon. I'm
Mhm.
not skimping.
All the things. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Now's a really good time too, where so many people are turning to technology to interact, to have an opportunity to say, hey, you want to FaceTime? Or hey, let's let our kids hang out, or, get that extra touch to be able to see your people.
I'm doing that quite a bit with my stroke, uh, the Iris's protocol users,
Uh-huh.
FaceTime, and it's really helped
Yeah.
keep
Good.
me sane and them too.
Mhm. Awesome. Everybody been getting their orders? Everybody's got their Mother's Day orders now, and that sweet clementine. Oh my gosh, I love that stuff. So good. And then Melissa, I know Melissa's one of those ones that's like, whew, but man, now's the time to get it.
If anybody has On Guard soft gels in their cart that they don't need, I would gladly trade something for some.
Right?
I
just wish I had them in my cart.
Yeah,
They
I
wouldn't
do
even
too.
let you put them in your cart.
I have 3 different orders that I do every month. And so I had just done the third order and hadn't changed it to the first order again. And I really wish they would look at what we've ordered and say, yeah, you order it every month. Here.
Here. Here you go, Iris. Here. I dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's super crazy, huh? Well, get the is it called the immune support kit? That has it in it. No?
Natalie put up something that they're not honoring it, but they might have changed it.
What?
Like someone said they got it and it was back order.
Well, Crystal, I got mine. It came in
Oh,
my
yay.
kit. And the
Never
immunity.
mind, then just order it. Just try.
Yeah, just try. That's right. Do whatever you have
I
to.
just make my own capsules. Like I just do like a little shot glass of the oils.
Of the oregano and everything, you just shoot it. You're a brave woman.
You get used to it pretty quick.
Yeah. How much water do you put in it?
I put it in a shot glass so I don't have to taste it. But then I drink a lot of water. So
Yeah. It's a good idea. But you don't put it in a capsule.
I don't usually waste time for that.
Like it's an extra step, right?
It's an extra step. I don't have time for that.
That's funny. It's a good idea. What about any other DIYs anybody's doing? Has anybody been making anything fun? I don't know about you guys, but here it's Teacher Appreciation Week, right? It's like kind of hard to appreciate your teacher, but get creative, see what you can do to still show up for them.
I just, I may have to stop talking because the cough, like when I talk, that's when I cough. But Joyce Day showed me how to make the Google Forms, right? And so she's doing some really cool things with that. And I made a questionnaire, but then Trisha Doran did one where she's making cleaner.
Mhm.
And she's like, do you want a sample? Fill this out.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. So I clicked on it. And so I feel like for teachers too, you could say, hey, teachers appreciation. The problem I had always with teachers appreciation was I got a fraction of their contact information.
Yeah.
And so that really solves it. And I really feel like what happens with that is the people who are legitimately concerned or care fill it out. So you narrow out a whole bunch of free samples that you're wasting money with, and really honing in on the people that care. So that's my next step. I already put it in my notes. Like, that's the next business thing that I'm working on is Google Forms, and like starting to put up, hey, free samples, healthcare workers, or cleaning, green cleaning is coming, like spring is cleaning, get rid of all the germs in your house, something like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea.
Can I just caution you just a tiny little bit on that, though? Because sometimes then we tend to get just a bunch of people who only want samples.
Yes, and the questionnaire is very specific, and it has a whole bunch of like kind of questions that will narrow that out. And it does not bother me to say you don't qualify.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Just because they filled something out for free doesn't mean they get it. They have to qualify. Absolutely.
Has anyone tried putting like On Guard in the ultrafine spray mist bottle for like when they have to go out like spraying in their car and stuff like that afterwards? Does that?
You're talking about the concentrate? Or just On
Well,
Guard?
no,
Water and On Guard.
Yeah, like water and On Guard, and like maybe a couple other oils. Has anyone done that?
I haven't added On Guard to that.
I'm thinking about doing that. I got some extra bottles.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I don't know. The only thing about On Guard is it does make my diffusers gunky, right? For some reason. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I think it'd be fine. If anything, you just clean it with vinegar if you needed to.
So, Kelly, okay, so this is my thinking when it comes even to Lysol. Like, people were put up a post today, and they were talking about how are you cleaning your groceries? And I was just like, what they were doing was a little mind-blowing. So that might be like a post that you could put up, like, hey, this is how I'm cleaning my groceries. But in all fairness, in order for it to kill the germs, it has to sit there for 10 minutes and dry.
It's got to dwell.
Yeah, it has to dwell. And so, like, if you're like, okay, well, I got it in my car, let me spritz it. Okay, let it dry when I'm out. Okay, but if you're taking this and going into a store and gonna spritz stuff, like, it's not really doing anything. It's like, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to approach that type of conversation without sounding skeptical. Or
we haven't cleaned any of our groceries yet. We're not there yet.
I'm not there yet either.
I'm guilty.
Yeah, but some of these people were straight up, they like poured the Lysol out of the stuff into a spray bottle, sprayed everything, soaked the cardboard, took everything out, threw the cardboard away. And I'm just like, am I supposed to be doing this? Because I am not doing this.
I do that with mail too. Yeah.
And then let stuff sit in your garage. Yeah, people are quarantined there. Like, when you get a shipment, you're supposed to quarantine it in your garage for like a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says 3 days. I thought I can stay on there for 3 days.
It can, but I spray it and then I wipe it down and then I leave it in there for about 24 hours at least before I open it up. And then the contents inside I take out and I wipe all that down and let it air out, and then I bring it back in the house.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of work.
It is, but I have lupus, so I have to be.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah.
I wash all my fruits and vegetables, with water and vinegar. Let them dry out and air out before I put them in the refrigerator. Wipe down all my cans, all my groceries that come in. Yeah. Take them out of the bags and put it in a different holder thing for me to bring in the house, and then I wash everything down, and then I spray my back of my Suburban too, where all the bags have been. So
yeah, then you got to wash the bags.
Yeah, well, no, I put them in a different bag, and I just take them. I just let people take them back to the store whenever they go or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for the next few months.
It is. Well, my cousin just got out of the hospital with the virus, And yeah, she's one of the lucky ones, and she's in New Jersey, so it's really bad there. But the things they have to do is just unbelievable too. Even when you're on the telephone, you know, as soon as they get off the telephone, they have to wipe everything down. Even though they're holding the telephone all day in their house, they have to wipe it down. So I've talked with her about, you know, some of the, like the On Guard and stuff like that. So I'll be talking with her this week and see if she was interested in getting some oils and stuff for that. So
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of adding the On Guard to the mister though, right? Like that's a good idea, actually. I haven't thought of that.
Every night. Yeah, I have mine every night, but like I'm like you, it does make it gunky or cloudy.
Yeah.
So I have to clean it quite often.
Yeah. Who's tried that new diffuser out? What's that thing called? The somebody tell me what it's called.
Volo?
Yeah.
Volo? I haven't tried it.
Gosh, I haven't got one yet.
I love it. This is Shannon. Sorry, my video's not on.
You're good. Tell us about it.
I love it. I got the white one and the black one, and I gave the white one as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really sleek. The top is pretty heavy.
Yeah. Is it quiet?
You can't hear a thing.
Oh wow.
Like zero noise whatsoever. And it runs for like 3, 6, or 10, or it just be on, so it'll be intermittent. I have it in my basement, and I love it down there.
I think I need to get one. It's time. I usually wait about this long before I get the new diffuser, right? Because I've learned, like that cloud, never again.
Oh, I know, that was horrible. I know, yeah.
Like a fish tank, right? Like that's terrible.
It was horrible. I was like, what in the world? I remember that. Yeah, but no, it's silent. Yeah. And I love the shape, like the marble. The white one is beautiful with that marble, kind of like that little Breve one we had. But the top has like a diamond, like it's like diamond. I don't even know how to describe it. It's basically like it's textured, like it's got diamonds all over the top of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's really pretty.
Maybe I'll have to get it. Awesome.
You don't get any PV for it.
Nada.
So it's a pricey. It's a pricey one.
That's what I was waiting for. PV. I'm like, come on, PV, come on.
Yeah. Not buying it without PV.
That is wild.
I got the 2 that I got at convention because I got one for the lady that came to convention with me, and then I brought home the black one.
Does the black one have does it like show water spots?
No.
I think it's time for me to get it.
And it's cool because like there's like a little push button, but you can do the dial. Like it's the push button to turn it on is kind of like you can turn it and it turns up the flow.
Oh, that's cool.
So anyway, I like it a lot, but it is a pricey one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
That's gonna be my housewarming gift to me.
Yes. Awesome. What else you guys got? Everybody doing okay?
Doing good.
Tell us about your new house, Crystal.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you about it?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You already got something up on the wall, I see, behind you.
No, I'm not home. I'm not there yet. I haven't moved.
Oh, okay.
No, but no, I haven't moved. It's actually closer to where Angela is on the call. It's still the same commute for Neil, but it's in a bigger city. And it's 25 acres. It has a big pond. I'm really excited.
Where is it, Crystal?
It's near you. It's about 20. Well, actually, you're in Irmo, I think. So we are 24 minutes from Abra, which is northeast Columbia. 45 minutes from Sumter.
Okay. Still, you're closer, so we're happy.
That sounds awesome. Congratulations.
Which Carolina is that? What state are
Thank
you in?
you.
South
Thank you, Shannon. We're South Carolina. Yeah, we're in South
Okay.
Carolina. So we won't move out of here. That's our forever home. As far as I'm concerned, we won't be moving again. Um, it's very secluded, but right next to all the stores. It's like my dream home.
We're excited.
That's awesome. 25
Mhm.
acres? Yowza.
Yes.
Like dreamland for your kids.
Was that on your vision board, Crystal?
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Is she still on?
Yeah, was that on your vision board, Crystal?
A new house? Yeah, for Neil it was like stuff for him.
Cool. Way cool. But moving's still terrible, right? It doesn't matter how excited you are. Moving is like the worst thing in the world.
I'm such a gypsy, Kenzie. I don't care. I love it. I'm like, throw this away. Let's fill boxes. Where's the dumpster? I don't care. It's so I love moving. I'm so weird when it comes to moving.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't hear you, Zena. I apologize. I was crinkling something.
Awesome. Anybody else have anything they want to share tonight?
Well, I'm a big fan of cinnamon bark. That was probably one of the first oils that I ordered because I read a lot on it about how it helps lower blood sugar. And being diabetic, I said, well, let me give that a shot. And I have it in one of those little lava discs that we got for Christmas. And every night before I go to bed, I take sniffs of it. Every morning I take sniffs of it, and then I add it into my oatmeal. And my A1C went from a 7.0 to a 6.1 in 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that cinnamon too. I make tea with it a lot. Just put like 1 or 2 drops in hot water. So
I just added it also to one of my Easter recipes that I make using some cinnamon. And I also made a ham glaze. It was Kentucky bourbon ham glaze, but yeah, it was really good. I added the wild orange and the clementine, and I added clove to it. And it was so good.
Awesome.
It was so, yeah. But you got to be careful with it when you're cooking, because I do try to cook with oils a lot. And I learned the first time I did it, I'm just pouring drops in it thinking, oh, this is great. Don't do that. Start with toothpicks. Start with toothpicks first, and then maybe 1 drop, and adjust it from there. But I've been playing with the cooking part of it, so that's been fun.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That sounds really good too. That glaze sounded amazing.
It was amazing. It was really good. I didn't have any complaints, so.
Yeah, I bet.
Of course, you open up the lid when you're cooking the ham, and it goes, wow.
Whew.
Yeah, but it was really good. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean about using the oils in the kitchen. Several times you just think a little more, and it's like, whoa. Sneaks up quick.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be really careful with that. But it's been fun experimenting.
Yeah.
So the next one I'm going to do is I usually make a mandarin orange cream pie. It's for diabetics, actually. So I'm going to be using the clementine in that and see how it does.
That'd be good. I love clementine. It's
yeah, it is good. It is good. In fact, I put it in my diffuser tonight. So
I wear it just with fractionated coconut oil. I love to walk around smelling like clementine.
That'd be cool. Crystal, I hope you feel better. I think she muted us again.
I'm muted. You know, I can hear you. You can't hear me. I'm good. I'm going to be great tomorrow.
You are. All right, you go. Well, that's all I had tonight. If you got anything else, holler out at us.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Lots of more exciting things coming our way. Let's get through this. Stay strong.
Kenzie, you're looking good, by the way. You're looking like you lost weight.
Thanks. I'm trying.
All those burpees.
My gosh. Killing it. I don't know who talked us into doing that. Jeez. Jennifer.
Yeah, did y'all do your burpees today?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta finish mine yet tonight.
Better get on that, Chica.
Yeah, you know, I usually am somebody who has big time FOMO. So I'm like, oh, me, I want to join. I'm like, oh, hell and no. I know what burpees are, and
they're killer.
They are killer. No, thank you.
Hey, but you just gotta do them. Even if you're doing them in sets of 5, it still counts.
It does. I don't even do all the push-ups. I would die.
Yeah, it's hard.
I do some push-ups.
Yeah, I do too. I don't do all push-ups otherwise.
I don't do all the push-ups either.
I had to take a break from the push-ups. I tore an area of my abs, and I'm like, I only felt it when I did the push-ups. So I'm like, guess what's stopping the push-ups?
Yep, that's right.
Well, you just got to be so careful with push-ups because you can rip up your shoulders because a lot of people wing out their their elbows, which pulls in your biceps. And I'm just going to tell you, push-ups are supposed to come from your lats. Your lats you should pinch your lats together. Your hands are supposed to be kind of, your elbows are supposed to be by your side.
Yeah, like a chaturanga push-up.
And
yeah, which is super hard.
And your push-ups are supposed to come, we don't need to record this, but your push-ups are supposed to come from your lats. And you can, I did a number on my shoulder doing push-ups, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that again. You got to be really careful.
Yeah.
Courtney did a symphony of cells on me tonight, and she's like, what did you do to your right shoulder? It's like all knotted up. And I'm like, it's that Dana. She made me do these burpees.
Yeah. Dana's fault as well. Everybody's fault. And it just makes me want to cry every time somebody tags me. Like, shoot, they didn't forget today? Like, come on, you guys.
Y'all have a good evening and stay safe and healthy.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right, guys.
Talk to you later. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.